Missiles fired on Tuesday landed in the grain farm of Przywidło, a village in eastern Poland, killing 2 grain dryers. The rockets launched into Poland was gathered to be Russian-made missiles. Conflicting reports indicated that the missiles were fired by Russia forces while others claimed the missiles were stray anti-rocket strikes fired by Ukraine to defend against Russia's multiple missiles attacks. NATO member countries are currently discussing the attack or accidental missile strike. Rishi Sunak, Prime Minister of United Kingdom, said he wants to calmly find out what happened in Poland. Joe Biden, United States of America President, said, "It's unlikely the missile was fired from Russia." The rockets fell on a Poland village close to the Ukraine border where they exploded around 3:40 p.m. local time on Tuesday afternoon. Polish Foreign Ministry also said a Russian-produced rocket hit a grain drying facility in the farm, and confirmed they had since summoned the Russian ambassador. President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, said, Russian terror would continue to escalate, while NATO confirmed it was monitoring the situation and closely consulting allies. 3 U.S. officials speaking anonymously on Wednesday morning said the missile may have been fired by Ukrainian forces at an incoming Russian projectile, resulting in the explosion. It is believed the incident could have serious ramifications because of Poland's status as a NATO country, meaning it could potentially invoke NATO's Article 5, which states an attack on one member state is treated as an attack on them all. A witness has identified those killed by the missiles as 2 men aged 60 and 62. The witness said his friends were bringing the corn in from the field when they were killed. The witness, according to Polish newspaper Faked, said, "I was in the barn when I heard 2 strange whistles, as if something flew over my barn. It was very loud, 1,000 decibels." Rishi Sunak said it was important to calmly ascertain exactly what happened in Poland as he condemned the barbaric bombardment of Ukraine. Sunak said, "I think we're particularly disturbed by the continued barbaric activity of Russia in bombarding the Ukrainian people and their civilian infrastructure." We spoke to the Foreign Minister of Ukraine earlier today to express our sympathies about that and continue to offer support to Ukraine, and we're planning on speaking to President Volodymyr Zelensky together later today. I think the most important thing to recognize is the reason Ukraine is having to use missiles is to defend its homeland. It is having to defend its homeland against an illegal and barbaric set of strikes by Russia. A statement from the Polish Foreign Ministry identified the missile as being made in Russia. But Poland's president was more cautious about its origin, saying that officials did not know for sure who fired it or where it was made. He said it was most probably Russian-made, but that is being still verified. NATO itself, via its website, said, "The principle of collective defense is at the very heart of NATO's founding treaty. It remains a unique and enduring principle that binds its members together, committing them to protect each other and setting a spirit of solidarity within the alliance." Since the alliance's creation in 1949, Article 4 has been invoked several times, for instance by Turkey. Consultation is a key part of NATO's decision-making process because all decisions are made by consensus. The consultation gives NATO an active role in preventive diplomacy by providing the means to help avoid military conflict. The Kremlin has meanwhile denied any involvement in the incident, describing the claims as a deliberate provocation aimed at escalating the situation. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky decried the missile strike as a very significant escalation of his country's war with Russia. In his nightly address, the Ukrainian leader said the reported strikes, which killed 2 people in the NATO nation, offered proof that terror is not limited by our state borders. "We need to put the terrorist in its place. The longer Russia feels impunity, the more threats there will be for everyone within the reach of Russian missiles," Mr. Zelensky said. Rishi Sunak has spoken to Polish President Andrzej Duda and reiterated the UK's solidarity with the NATO member. A Downing Street spokesperson said, "The Prime Minister spoke to Polish President Andrzej Duda today from the G20 in Indonesia, following reports of a missile strike in Poland. He reiterated the UK's solidarity with Poland as a close ally and expressed condolences for the victims and their families." President Duda updated on the Polish investigation efforts, and the Prime Minister offered any assistance needed to urgently establish what happened. The leaders agreed to remain in close contact and continue coordinating with our international partners, including NATO allies, on the next steps. Greater than pic.twitter.com/Vuld. Ixx. Greater than Cambizzle, at Happy Crazy Town, November 16, 2022. Greater than in October, Russia launched strikes on critical infrastructure in Ukraine, including in Lviv. Now, in November, Russia says that it hit no closer than 35 kilometers from the Polish border. I am not sure we can claim the Russian army to be competent and boast of precision. pic.twitter.com/rt1sa6 or greater than Hanna Lyubikova, at Hanna Lyubikova, November 16, 2022. Greater than the Polish Air Force has scrambled fighter jets from the airport in Tomaszow-Lubelski. Greater than the Army and Prosecutor's Office have arrived to the farm. Greater than the reports about the missile attack are unofficial, but come from Radio Z, a renowned radio station. https://t.co/sl. HU1 odd. Greater than Visegrad 24, at Visegrad 24, November 15, 2022. Greater than who else remembers when Donald Trump was impeached for trying to extort Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky? Greater than Lara Reed's banned books in Florida, at Nathan Theosani, November 16, 2022. Greater than Polish media reported that 2 people died Tuesday afternoon after a projectile struck an area where grain was drying in Przywidów, a Polish village near the border with Ukraine. https://t.co/0m7uof. Easy. Greater than the Associated Press, at AP, November 15, 2022.